Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we will discuss 15, that is 11 to 15 questions, practice questions for MB-800. Missed the videos to watch because all these questions are already discussed in the videos. So if you have missed the questions, you can go to the playlist and you can check for MB-800, how to pass MB-800, this one, okay, this particular video. So if you just click here, you can find there are a lot of videos where you can understand, learn and understand what is Business Central and why, what are the sales order codes, sales codes, etc. and everything. Okay. So let me just start with the topic today. The first question is what? A user reports that they cannot create or view sales codes in the Dynamics 365 Business Central. You need to help the user create and view sales code. From which three cards can the user perform the required activities? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note each correct answer is worth 1 point. So here is the question you have. Okay, so we have to consider few important understanding here. We have to first understand what is this question is all about and how you have to answer this question. Okay, let us just look the question closely. So this question is all about the sales code. Okay, a sales code is a type of sales document in Business Central that helps Business Central, which offers you to give the customer before converting it into the sales order or an invoice. So the key is to know where in the system you can create or view the sales code. That is what the question. Okay, where you can create and do the sales code. So you can see these are the options which are already available in your Business Central. So we will see one by one. First one is the customer service, right? Service item. So the service item is not a correct answer because this is used in the service management or service orders, not for the sales code. So this is not the right answer. Next one is opportunity. Yes, opportunity is the right answer according to me because you can create view sales code from an opportunity in the sales cycle. So this is correct. Let us think about the third one, job. So this is not because it's related to the project jobs costing, not the sales code. So this one is correct. Sorry, this one is wrong. Okay, this is not related to that. And the fourth one is resources. It is used for defining labor equipment, not for the sales code. So this is also not, resources also not the right answer. Next comes the customer. For me, yes, customer is the right answer because you can create a view sales codes directly from the customer card. So if you just go and open your Business Central, you can see the sales code, you can create it right from the customer card. And finally, the contact. Okay, contact is also possible because you can create or view sales code from the contact if the contact is linked to a customer. That is very important, but they haven't given any specific thing. So you have to select three. Yes, these three are possible. So according to me, B, E, and F is correct. Okay. So you can see if you just click on the customer, you can find the sales code creation from here. Okay, the process. You can find the sales code creation from here. Codes. Okay, so you can create it. So this is a possible sales code. That is what they are trying to ask from where you can create it. Hope you got the you got the answer. If you are confused still, you just comment it below, or if you feel like no, Gomati, this is not the right answer, please comment that as well. Let us go to the 12th question. That is, you have a Microsoft Excel file that includes journal entry data that must be imported into a Dynamics 365 Business Central. The file was previously imported into the general journal batch. You received an updated version of the file that includes corrections, deletions, and new journal entries. Which three actions you can perform by using edit in Excel feature? See, you have to first understand this question. According to me, the top three are really not direct to the question. These are all to make you confuse. Okay. Only this is what really require. You should know what is edit in Excel feature. Okay. What does this edit in Excel feature is all about? If you know this, you can answer this question. So edit in Excel feature lets you open the data from Business Central. If the Excel files will be connected to the Business Central using OData or add-in, you can view, edit, add, or delete the records. Then you can publish the changes back to the Business Central. However, you can't trigger actions or workflows like a post or request an approval for workflow or release from Excel. Those are Business Central actions, not the data edits, which means with Excel, you can edit the data. Okay. So with this, you can answer the question. If you know what is edit Excel in future, you can answer this question easily. So the first option, modify an existing line in general journal batch. Yes, we can do this because that is what editing in Excel. You can modify the existing line. Next comes insert a new line in a general journal batch. Yes, you can insert it. Okay. Third one, post one or more lines in a general journal batch. No, this is not correct because you cannot post this. Okay, one or more line. You cannot post. That is what I told. Post is a process action that runs validation, posting routines, and creates general ledger entries. So this can only be done inside the Business Central, not from the Excel. Next one is request approval for one or more lines in a general journal. No, this is also not possible because you cannot request the approval. As I told before. Finally, delete an existing record. Yes, you can delete an existing line from the general journal batch. Okay, so according to me, these are all possible. So if you want to learn Business Central, please go ahead here, or else if you want more general understanding, you can search for the Business Central. Yes, here, BEC Functional Consultant. This too will teach you like how Business Central works, what is the sales code, everything. Okay, let us just go ahead with the 13th question. You need to configure Dynamics 365 Business Central. Okay, and you can see here that to allow for a receipt of items greater than the quantity ordered. What are two possible ways to achieve this goal? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. So here you have to understand a question. Okay, normally in Business Central, when you receive a goods against in a purchase order, you got a purchase order, but you are receiving a goods against the purchase order. You cannot receive more than what was ordered unless you explicitly allow it. To allow receiving more than ordered, you must use over receipt code. Okay, so what is that over receipt code? So the over receipt code defines the percentage or a quantity of extra item allowed, whether it requires an approval or not. This setup helps companies handle small quantity variations from suppliers. Okay, so let us just evaluate this. Configure a maximum order quantity for the item. This is wrong. This is, according to me, this is wrong because maximum order quantity limits how much you can order, not how much you can receive. Okay. The second one is configure a maximum inventory level for the item. This too is wrong because here you can see the maximum inventory level controls reordering policies in the planning. It's not a part of replenishment parameter, not the receiving process. The third one, set up and select an over receipt code in the record item. So this is correct according to me because this is one of the correct way you can define an over receipt code, example 5%, only 10% or something, and assign it on the item card. And finally, set up the select on an over receipt code in the vendor record. Yes, this is also correct because if a vendor usually sends a slightly higher quantities, you can set an over receipt code on the vendor card. This applies to all item purchased from that vendor. Okay, so this too is correct. Let's go to the question number 14. A company configures special prices for a combination for an item number and a vendor. You need to configure optional criteria for a special pricing to calculate the best price for the combination. Which three criteria should you use? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. So, let us understand this question. This question refers to the purchase prices features in Business Central. So, purchase prices are set up to define vendor specific pricing rules. They can vary based on item, quantity, unit of measure, currency, or a date, etc. Okay. So when a purchase document is created, the system looks for the best matching purchase prices according to the defined criteria. Okay. So let us see what does it like, what option works well. Purchasing code. According to me, this is not the right answer because purchase code defines default setting like a drop shipment, special orders, but it's not a part of a price determination logic. So this is not a correct answer. Next comes minimum quantity. Yes, I think this helps because you can define different prices based on the quantity bricks. Okay, so for 100 units, you can define 10,000, sorry, rupees 10, or 500 units, you can define 9, something like that. So next one, unit of measure code. Yes, this is also correct because price can vary by unit, per box or per piece or per dozen, how they can purchase it. Currency code, yes, it is also correct because purchase price can vary based on the currency code like USD, INR, EUR, etc. Finally, line discount percentage. According to me, this is wrong because line discounts are maintained separately in a purchase line discount table, not as a part of the purchase prices. So it is applied after the price determined. So this is also not correct. So according to me, these three are the right answer: B, C, and D. Okay. Now let us go back, let us go to the next question, 15th question. If you have any confusions or controversies in the options I'm selecting, please drop the comment. I can help to solve it off. Okay, so now let us read the question. You are implementing Business Central, Dynamics 365 Business Central. The accounting manager of the company provides you with a chart of accounts. You need to set up a specific posting group according to the chart of account. Which setup should you use? To answer, drag the appropriate setup to the correct action. Each setup may be used once, more than once, or not at all. You may need to drag and split the bar between the panes or scroll the view content. So this is the option provided. Let us understand the questions first. Question first. Okay. So what is this question is what you are implementing Dynamics 365, the 365, you have to set up the specific posting group here. Let us see the posting group option. One is the automatic posting of received payment. Automatic posting of the received payment here. Next one is automatic posting of the payable account. And finally, automatic posting of the different work in progress balance account. Everything. So, first of all, let us understand what is the purpose. Okay, understand the role of each posting group here. So, bank account posting group. This links a bank account to general ledger account. The key accounts controlled are bank payment difference accounts. Next comes the customer posting group, links the customer transactions to the GL account. Vendor posting group will links the vendor transactions to the GL account. Inventory posting group will determine like inventory, WIP, and cost posting per item location. And finally, general listed posting group links combination of business and product posting groups. Now let us match it clearly. Automatic posting group of received, for me, the customer posting group is the right answer for this. Customer posting group. Why? Because when a customer payment doesn't exactly match the invoice, the difference is posted automatically to a payment difference account, which is controlled by a customer posting group. So this is what the first one. Let me just erase other thing. So for the first action, I will go with a customer posting group. Okay, this is the first one. Second one, automatic posting groups, that payables. I'll go with vendor posting group for the second one because the payables account, like is maintained per vendor posting group. Finally, automatic posting to different work in progress balance accounts depending on the location. For me, inventory posting groups and inventory posting setup goes here. Why? Because WIP and inventory valuation postings are managed by inventory posting groups and inventory posting setup. So this will match perfectly. So you have to drag and drop it here in your exam. So here I'm just showing this. So yes, finally we have discussed nearly 10 questions. You can find those 10 questions here. I'm just posting it separately here in the MB-800 practice questions Q&A. I have already posted 2 questions. Okay, 2 set of questions. That is 10 questions I have posted. Now I am posting the third set of questions. So you can see that. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great day.